It's Popcorn Friday, Movie Friday, and we are reviewing Kokoku's Kidoku.
Sorry, can we start again? Sorry, I was fixing my bra strap. I didn't realise you were starting.
Okay. It's Popcorn Friday, Movie Friday, and we are reviewing Kokoku Kidoku, or aka Ghost in the Shell.
Yay!
Whoa.
So come with us as we delve into this anime remake of this dystopian robotic future. Domo arigato for joining us. Welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Awesome. The 2017 Ghost in the Shell is an adapted anime story film which was released in 1995. Director Rupert Sanders, who directed the not-so-great Snow White and the Huntsman, is bravely helming this very atmospheric and visual story of the Major, played by the beautiful and talented actress Scarlett Johansson. Thank you.
In the near future, Major Scarlett Johansson is the first of her kind, a human saved from a terrible crash. Major gets some upgrades.
Upgrades.
Yay.
Some cyber-enhanced upgrades to be the perfect soldier. One who is devoted to stopping the world's most dangerous criminals. Terrorism has reached a new threat level. In the future, terrorists now have the ability to hack into people's minds and control them.
With all of her new upgrades, Major is now uniquely qualified, it would seem, to handle this new terror. Or is she? As the story unfolds, Major discovers that she has been lied to. Her life was not saved, it was taken from her.
What?
She will stop at nothing to recover her past and find out who did this to her and stop them before they do it to others.
This story, as we mentioned before, is based on the internationally acclaimed Japanese manga, The Ghost in the Shell. The manga takes place in 2029, and for the most part, the team behind the 2017 version have painstakingly taken great care to ensure that feeling and atmosphere created within the anime crossovers over to the live-action story. In fact, there are some scenes which you could do a shot-for-shot comparison.
Yeah, which leads us to the question, why should we watch this then?
Why indeed? Surely
we could just go and watch the anime, which still holds up so well today, and you'd be right. You could do just that. But at the same time, so many films have been made into live-action films. Beauty and the Beast just had their live-action version, and for the most part, it was received well.
It was, mostly.
Fairly well.
They come out at night, mostly.
And they mostly come at night. Mostly.
But canon anime with so much rich history be translated over to film well and do it justice, especially with the title story of they are whitewashing it again. Not that this isn't the case. It is quite apparent that most of Major's team have indeed been westernized, or even to some extent cocknerized. Denicia Samel, a young British actress, plays Laderia, a character that did not even exist in the anime. She has quite a strong Cockney accent, governor.
Cool blimey, governor.
Cool blimey.
Putting the Cockney aside, the difference in the team makes them stand out from their environment, and rather than taking you out of the film, it just adds to the fantastically dystopian feeling, much like the original had in heaps. This team, labelled Section 9, is headed up by a sort of father figure, Aramaki, played by Takeshi Kitano, who has a phenomenal screen presence.
He really does.
He does.
But surprisingly, we actually really like Scarlett as Major
was good.
and felt that she has managed to take on the tiny nuances of the characteristics that make her role as a human-android hybrid. She manages to both scare and entice us into a world where she struggles to come to terms with what she is or who she is. After all, she is the first of her kind.
The first half of the film runs as expected, and you might find yourself thinking, I've seen this bit in the trailers.
I've seen this bit.
And it does play by the numbers. But what you don't see is that through fantastic visuals at times, the film will literally make you go, wow!
Wow!
Everything that made the anime so great, from Major's cloaking skin to the spider tank, is in the film.
Spider tank.
Spider tank.
Spider pig. Spider pig.
They did not forget to adhere to what the fans were hoping for, though. It is like a love letter to the anime for the fans. A director once told me that the mark of a really great film is this: if you can turn off the sound and watch it from beginning to end through the visuals, only then you have found something special, so without the sound. That is probably the case with Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
High praise for the cinematography.
Brilliant.
To quote Jema, it's as pretty as unicorns.
As pretty as unicorns. To answer our question, should you go and watch this? Yes, you should. It's a flick that you should enjoy at the cinema and experience with loads of popcorn. Ghost in the Shell. Oh, it's out now.
And is a 12A and runs at a messy 1 hour 47 minutes. We give this film a sci-fi 4 out of 5.
Thank you so much for joining us for this review of Ghost in the Shell. Why not check out our other reviews for Beauty and the Beast, Logan and more on the Ruby Tuesday channel feed.
Also, right now, we are at EGX Res, gaming it up with some of the new and latest games coming your way. Be sure to check out our wrap-up of that on the next Tuesday Newsday, or you can go ahead to our Facebook and watch some of our live videos as we cover the event on Spitting Popcorn.
Because you will be watching this in the future.
In future.
Bye! See you soon.
Future.
Future.
Thanks for stealing my lines.
Sorry.
Line stealer.
I'm really sorry. Do you want to go back and take
I want my line back. Stop messing popcorn.
I didn't do anything.
Do you want some?
No, I'm good, thanks. It's all the teeny bits at the bottom.
The teeny bits are okay.
You can have the teeny bits then.
You like the tiny nuances. teeny tiny
Or
nuances.
the tiny popcorn nuances.
I'm gonna get popcorn in my bed.